I'm sorry, I'm back. I'm gonna try to see this whole streaming thing again. All right.
Oh wow.
Okay. Yeah. All right. So,
Teen Wolf was released 37 years ago today.
what was 37 years?
Teen Wolf.
Oh wow. Oh wow. Wow. By the way, we're back live.
That's fine. they can
Yeah.
hear they can hear us talking about
Yeah.
that.
They can totally hear us talking about Teen Wolf. Sorry about that. We had some technical difficulties. Not sure what exactly happened there, but hopefully all that came up. But yeah. Going back to next chapter, because I remember we first talked about it when like Viacom like registered the trademark of it, and I'm just so curious. I don't know if that was like their like name, like their like just like whatever like their name placeholder at that time. I'm not sure. Uh, like or it could be, I don't know. For all we know, it could be a new toy line like that for Playmates.
It could be. I don't think they'll commit to like the name of the next chapter specifically for a toy line.
Right.
Like I don't see that happening. But I mean, that could be just a name that they keep in their back pocket, like
Yeah.
and they'll just always keep that as a domain name that if you go to, TMNT the next chapter.com or whatever, it'll forward you over to Mutant Mayhem.
Yeah, that's true too. Fun fact: I don't know if you know this or not, but the Marvel movies, most of those movies are named after like episodes of like random '90s sitcoms, like titles. Because
Yeah.
when my wife was in Spider-Man: Homecoming, it was actually uh, it like all the things, all of her papers and everything. It was called the Summer of George because at that time there was no title for the Spider-Man movie. She just knew it was Spider-Man, but that's all. But there was
Mm,
no title for the movie, so everywhere was just called Summer of George.
interesting.
Yeah, yeah. So just fun facts. But yeah. This week, for the full audio podcast, we are looking at the episode "The Big Zip Attack." It's going to be fun stuff. We're going to talk about reused plots because I know you saw this one recently, and all I had was just like remembrance of the Gribbix episode.
Mm. Yep.
Yeah, I was like, oh, it's another cute alien that goes big when he doesn't eat when he eats something when he shouldn't have. Yeah, so that should be coming out this Thursday. Also, for anyone that's in the Atlanta area or coming to the Atlanta area for DragonCon weekend, we are doing a Ninja Turtle panel. Well, when I say we, I mean me, because not even my wife is going to be there. Anna's not going to be there. Just me that's doing it this year. But yeah, doing a Ninja Turtle panel. That's Sunday, September 4th at 2:30 p.m. At the local Atlanta time. So if you guys can't make it, we actually have plans to actually record it and post it online, and then for you guys to write in the comments that I don't know what I'm talking about, and I shouldn't be hosting Ninja Turtle panels.
Man, I wish I could go see that.
Oh man, one year I'm gonna make sure you come to DragonCon. That's something you need. And I'm gonna say this: if you come to DragonCon and I still have a panel, I'm gonna have you like co-host it with me.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah,
I would die doing that.
yeah. I'm excited because I have not been to DragonCon for 2 years. They were open last year. I didn't go because, the situation. So this is like my first year returning back. I was so they let me know at like the last possible minute that I was gonna have a panel. But I'm happy. That have a panel. And it's gonna be fun. So yeah. For you guys. In that area, or you guys going to DragonCon, you guys want a fun hour of talking Ninja Turtles, and last time I did this panel, I had random Roxanne Bebop with like with boomboxes come in and interrupt the panel. It was hilarious.
That's cool.
Yeah, it was
I
actually really
like that.
yeah. All right, so without further ado, let's go ahead and get started with this week's news. Also, I do want to mention if you follow Turtle Recall on Twitter, we do have a picture up there, and I haven't taken it down because I noticed the person originally on Instagram took it down. So I don't want to go too much into it, but there was some images and well, one image I saw that like really caught my eye, and I was like, oh wait a minute, I made a comparison, and looks like to be a future figure. But there's nothing confirmed, so I don't like, just because like there's a prototype out there, don't be like, oh no, this is a confirmation from NECA. Nothing's confirmed from NECA until like they say it's confirmed, and like and don't forget, like NECA also like confirmed like the video game Granitor and General Trag, and that to this yeah, and that to this day still has not seen a release.
I think the real arcade Trag and Granitor were the friends we made along the way.
I think you're absolutely right about that, but I do want to talk about Super 7. I want to talk about these figures again because now I have Mike. We're actually going to look at these individual figures for Wave 8 and, just talk about what it comes with. And I want to hear also what Mike's opinion about these figures. I wanted like a good back and forth with these. So the first two, the first two we're going to be looking at is we're going to be looking at Silver Shredder and Robotic Rocksteady. First, when you saw this Silver Shredder, were you like a majority of people on the internet who thought like this was a half-done Toon Shredder?
No, because I understand how toy companies work, and
Right.
nothing is done. Nothing is done accidentally. Like for it to have gotten this far, I think they knew what they were doing.
That's exactly what I was
part
thinking.
of the problem is, yeah. Part of the problem is that nobody really knew what this originally was, and so I kind of watched everybody freak out over this, and everybody was, nobody nknew what it was. Everyone was on that bandwagon of Super 7 really screwed up.
Right.
It's because NECA's doing a Toon Shredder. They can't do a Toon Shredder, and it's like, I was in the I want to give credit to the one who was the first guy who figured it out. It was Von Michael on Twitter. Really cool guy. I love talking to him.
Yeah, really nice guy. I like him.
Super, super knowledgeable.
Yeah.
He was the first one who had pointed out that this was an unreleased Shredder, and it was in the book Rad Plastic. So once that information kind of started getting out there, then everyone was like, oh, okay. And then it wasn't until I think it was Saturday or Sunday, on the Foosh cast with with Robo and Veebs, they had on, I forget his name. I think his name was Mike from Super 7. And I asked in the chat, I'm like, this is the unreleased one, right? Because they had started talking about it. And he had confirmed, he's like, yeah. He's like, we kind of wanted to do our own thing. And they pivoted to that, basically, where we confirmed that, like, yeah, it's based on that unreleased Shredder. And that kind of opened up the conversation of, well, what about other figures that were never really released or produced that Super 7 could be doing, maybe? And that kind of ties into one of the other figures in this wave that we'll talk about.
Right.
And so it was a really interesting conversation.
Yeah. So, I'll be honest. Like when I first saw the shredder, like the last thing I thought was Toon Shredder. That, to be honest, I'll be honest. Like
Mm.
I didn't know what this shredder was. And the funny thing is, I actually like that photo. I know who took that photo. Just because I used to work with that company that does the figure grading. So, like,
Okay.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Like, so I 100% know who took that photo and everything. And I tried to reach out. I tried to reach out to him. He told me he knew it was a rare thing, and then but he can't remember when he took it. He can't. But like, you know, like he did tell me, it's like, oh yeah, like, but the thing was, like, people in that office that aren't Ninja Turtle fans like I am, so they didn't really know too much about that figure, like when they were
Mm.
grading it. They just had to go with the notes that the submitter did. And obviously this person doesn't know who the submitter is, because, you know, that's like there's no way he's gonna remember all that, which,
Gotcha.
yeah. um but but yeah, like,
Going back to the figure, like I, it's okay. For me, it's the weakest one in the wave. I already have the shredder, and I already have the shredder that I like, that is nostalgic to me.
uh-huh.
So I don't need this one.
So that's actually how I felt about the other the original blue shredder, because I have like a mint one, I have one that's complete, I have like one that's in a box, like, you know, I have the original one, I have like so many like the original shredders. And when I first saw this one, I was ready to pass on it, but then I was like, you know what, I kind of like the silver, and I had some like buyer's remorse not getting the the blue shredder that Super 7 released. So I actually went and pre-ordered this one, just because this is like one of those, if you don't have the original one, this is like a good like upgrade. But if you have it, I don't, there's nothing in here that would entice you to get it.
And like there's nothing new in this figure that I really need. Like a lot of people like the shadowy eyes helmet,
Yeah.
head, the alternate head. It's okay.
uh,
For me, I don't
I'll
I
be
don't like I don't like that only his eyes are blacked out, and then it's like you've got the bright of his, skin right underneath.
right.
I didn't even notice right now until I was looking at it that the face mask on the Shadow Eyes head is silver, and then
Right.
the normal head is purple.
Right, right. I'll be honest. I wish instead of this, I do like the shadowy eyes one. I think it looks pretty cool. I would actually prefer to have the one with the eyebrows on the actual helmet. Only because like the only images
Yeah,
that we've seen has that already on there. But
I
yeah,
think I think that was I think so many people didn't get it when
I think so
when
too.
Super 7 first revealed that. I think so many people missed the joke that they were just like, we're not going to do that again.
Uh,
Like,
to be
yes, it's accurate, but
Yeah.
yeah, too many people. It went over too many
It went,
people's heads.
I know it went over a lot of people's heads. I remember like when it first got revealed, and of course like when it first got revealed, we didn't even have the podcast yet, but it was a lot of people like just like confused. I'm like, hey, why?
God, it was that long ago, wasn't it? Holy
Yeah,
moly!
yes, it was that long ago. Like when that one was like revealed, I should say, like, you know, like, because when we started the podcast, that's like when t- 3 was announced. So that's
Yeah,
like,
like, well, I was gonna say, like, wait, like, I remember pre-ordering Wave One in 2019.
yeah, oh yeah, exactly.
Like,
No,
geez.
yeah, I know. I know exactly. Yeah. Overall, the figure's like exactly the same. Still no weapons rack. I know. We've talked about this before. To cut down on cost. it looks like it was a decision cost for them to take the weapons rack out of the figures. To be honest, I don't miss them because I didn't do anything with the weapons rack. I just kept it in the box. It was like, oh wow, that's cool, and then I just didn't do
Yeah,
it. Yeah,
same.
yeah. So,
Same. I don't care for the weapons rack. I don't need it. I'm never gonna clip those weapons. Like
yeah,
I bought these figures to be upgraded versions of what I used to have, uh, which include painted weapons. So
right.
it's like, yeah, they're nostalgic, and I may change my mind at some point and use those, just for the aesthetic. But I mean, I don't really care
Yeah.
that much about them.
Uh,
I do wish that cutting them out did bring the price down, but
yeah. Yes.
whatever. It's
Yes.
the
Yes. Yes.
world we live in.
But if it means cutting them out doesn't raise the price, I'm good about that. And also, I want to get back into the subject of the price, especially the next one we're going to be talking about. So, like, when we talked last time, you and I we talked about Super Seven. Our big fears was that the $65 price point was going to be the new price point, and thankfully, it is not. And now I don't know if that's because not many people were ordering the glow in the dark turtles, because even I'm gonna say this right now, as of this recording, even though the pre-orders have been officially been cut off, you can still pre-order those glow in the dark figures. So
Oh, interesting.
yeah, yeah, it does say only only one left. But I'm pretty sure that's just like their thing of like trying to make people like feel like it's urgent to buy it. Like, no, I mean, but I could be wrong. That maybe what they write is like true. That maybe there's only one left, but that's kind of like a weird phrase, that, and like the fact that all four say only one left.
Yeah, that is a little weird.
Yeah.
Um, I'm glad that that wasn't a thing. I mean, we talked about it. I had a feeling that that was just kind of the exclusive price, like the fact that it was such a they even knew that it was going to be a small run of that figure,
Right.
or of that four.
Rocksteady has it has risen in price. It's 65. Now here's the deal. Robot Bebop was 55. What they were talking about, I mean,
Mm,
like, I'm just gonna say this right now. What they're talking about in the cast, that was them trying to pull some PR stuff. I'm not gonna sugarcoat it, because they're trying to compare apples to oranges. It's not. Like, they're trying to, like, to be honest, like what they're trying to do is they're trying to offset because of the rising cost of like the thing, and like obviously that $65 price point did not uh did not stick, because like I don't think it sold as well as they were hoping for. uh they have to uh they have to, like, readjust the cost other ways. And what, like, I think, like, for, like, the original Roxanne and Bebop, and also the Robotic Bebop, like, even though they were selling at the same price, they were getting like a not like that big enough margin uh, of a price difference. So I think this is
mm.
why we're like to offset it, so we don't have like our like other figures that we don't have that $65 new standard cost. That's why, like, this bigger one, even though his brother, or his partner I should say, it is like pretty much the same thing but $10 cheaper, but it's to make sure that we're not having all of our figures at $65.
Yeah, and like I get it. Like it is kind of sugarcoating it to the way they explained it. Um, but I mean, like that's also kind of the risk I think they knew was gonna happen
Right.
on based on this toy line. Like, yeah, there's nostalgia for a lot of these figures. Like the original vintage toy line is very iconic, but with these, like, those original figures were, $2-4
Right.
each,
Right.
in 1990 dollars, like,
Right. Right.
$65 for a variant figure.
Right.
Like, you've got a very, very, niche
Niche audience.
person that you're getting. well, yeah, like you're getting it's a niche audience within a niche group of collectors already.
Right, exactly.
Because like as much as I love the Super 7 line, like I'm already like I haven't even pre-ordered uh waves 5, 6, and 7.
Right, right. No, no,
And
I mean, to be honest, I can't blame you, especially like when you're seeing at Big Bag Toy Store or Entertainment Earth or even
oh
Amazon.
no, sorry. I did wave 5. I
You
haven't
did
done
wave
6
five,
and 7.
yeah. But like, yeah,
Yeah,
when
I had to get Krang.
yeah,
Like
yeah.
Krang was
Oh,
the last main one I needed.
right, right, exactly, yeah. But no, I'm just saying, like, I mean, I don't blame you because of like what we're seeing in like Entertainment Earth, Big Bag Toy Store, and also Amazon. We're seeing like these guys getting like discounted, and it is like like for something like where you don't feel like you need to get it. I mean, now I'm gonna guarantee you that these online retailers, technically Amazon's not one, but they still have like third parties that do it. They're going to be ordering less and less now because of the discounts or the clearance prices they've been having to do. So I'm not saying like, oh, definitely wait on these because they're definitely going to get discounted, because you don't know until like, just because when something gets discounted like that usually means like, oh, we're going to order less, and that's what happens.
Yeah, and that's a perfect point because like I've seen, other people talking about exactly that, like Toy
Yeah,
Bro and I think Toy Galaxy,
yeah,
like Dan, were talking about this. Like it's hard to commit to buying these at full price when, waves 2, 3, and 4, mostly waves like 2 and like a couple figures for 1 were being heavily discounted. Like even Rocksteady from Wave 3 was being heavily discounted.
right.
Um, and it, I mean, I bought all mine at MSRP. I pre-ordered through Big Bad Toy Store or my local comic book store.
Yeah,
So like I got them all at retail. And for me personally, like that's fine. Like I don't want to pay more than retail
right.
for these figures.
I wouldn't want to
I
pay
mean,
more than
especially
retail.
for those ones, especially back then because those were $45 figures. Like that
Right.
felt fine. Now we're $55
Yeah.
for a repaint of the Wave 2 shredder, essentially, and
Right.
then $65 for Robot Rocksteady, which like it's a beautiful looking figure, and I have no doubt that like this is gonna be a sight to behold for some people.
Right.
But like I've got no attachment to this version of this character. Like it, and I hate to say it, but like the uh, Super Bebop and Mighty Rocksteady figures, uh, like from NECA,
Uh
the
huh.
ones based on the actual like
The
cartoon,
one based off our cartoon
those ones,
and mislabeled, I would say
those
by
ones
NECA.
are those ones are fun.
Yeah. Yeah.
I
No.
mean, which one is mislabeled? That's the fun
Uh,
debate about that.
uh,
But like
it.
the those figures are so good already. Like
Right.
those, I think those are some of my top figures of the year.
Uh huh.
And it's like last year, my top figures, like there were no NECA figures.
Uh huh.
Like, and now like those ones are easily on that list for me.
Right. No, I totally understand, but like, going back into like a robotic Rocksteady. I mean, one, I really like this figure. It is more expensive, but it is taller. It is the same size as robotic Bebop. This is not the design from the cartoon show. This is the design from the action figure. So that's why I'm actually more excited about it, because I never had the original figure. It looks like, I mean, to be honest, like right now I have like the side by side comparison with the Shredder. It looks like it's the same silver paint. I'm hoping it is. But like he comes with all the accessories he came with from the original toy. He comes with the blaster. He comes with like the little chainsaw thing, and then he also comes with some like this energy sword kind of thing that looks like. And then most importantly, he comes with blast effects. I'm really excited about the blast effects. The robotic Bebop also comes with the blast effects, and I think like I mean I'm a sucker for these blast effects. That's why I love the new Hasbro Power Ranger figures they've been doing. Gosh,
Yeah.
yeah, it's funny because I just 4 years ago because my phone's been like reminding me of like events that's been happening like during this time, and that was like when I went last time I went to Morphicon, and like when they unveiled the Power Ranger the Lightning figure from Hasbro. Like, you know, we got to see the unveiling where like we were the first people to see what it looks like, where the White Ranger, where they took off the sheet off the podium and everything, and we're like, and everyone was like, oh my, I was like, wow, oh, like, you know, I like, you know, but yeah, I'm actually really liking the way this figure looks, and especially since I don't have I don't have the regular Rocksteady and Bebop just because I have the Playmates version. I like that I'm getting
Mm.
this variant that I never got the Playmates version before.
And that's perfect. Like
Yeah,
that's exactly like the kind of people that should be buying these figures. Like, you know, like you genuinely want it because it fills a hole in your collection,
right,
or like you really just love this design. Like I love I love robots,
right,
and like a lot of times I'll just buy a robot figure because like it makes me happy. I
yes.
I can't. I don't know. Like
No, no, I understand. I
this
mean, the
one,
price
like
point
it's
is
cool.
yeah, price point's hard,
Yeah,
and also, and
I
you
think
have
that's
the other Rocksteady, don't you?
yeah. Like I have the original, like the Rocksteady from Wave 3. Like I have. I think the only figure I'm missing from the line so far
Uh huh.
is Splinter,
Yeah.
and that's just because like I didn't really want it.
Right.
Like
Right.
I that was never one of my favorite toys.
No, I
So I was like,
understand.
I didn't really need a new one.
Yeah.
Uh, oh, great! My ice cream Uber is here.
Nice.
Um, but the like this is like it's cool, and like it's I'm sure it's going to be well designed. Uh, I for me personally, it is above Shredder for me in this line
Uh huh.
or in this wave,
Right.
but it's not. I'm not going to pre-order it.
Yeah, yeah. Now, I will say this one was a definite for me. This one was a definite, especially since I already had Bebop. This one was a definite. And like I said, the blast effects, like because this one in Robotic Bebop are the only two Super 7 figures with blast effects so far. So let's look at the last two on this wave. Of course, we have to have a turtle, and I know that's like Super 7's like plan is like always have at least like one turtle in a wave, and then so we're gonna look at Space Cadet Raphael. Did you ever own this the original figure?
I did. So the wave of the first variants I absolutely
Uh
had.
huh.
And so Sur Samurai Leo,
Uh huh.
that's the other figure I pre-ordered from Wave
Yeah.
5.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. That's a good one.
Because like I had, you know, I had to have that one because that was one of my all-time favorite action figures.
Yeah.
Uh,
I'm
and
still
so
surprised we.
Space Cadet Raph
Yeah.
is up there.
Yeah, I'm so surprised we didn't get Undercover Don. I know I'm happy we got Punk Rocker Don, but like I really was expecting Undercover Don in one of these waves. And I'm pretty sure they're gonna save it. But I'm
Oh
actually
yeah,
gonna.
like and well they keep saying it's because they have the undercover Raph as the Big Bad Toy Store like
Uh
uh exclusive right now. But like it's annoying to jump to Punk or Dawn
right.
when like it breaks the theme, especially because you have like the three other turtles from that first variant wave with, you know, Sewer Samurai and Sewer Surf and Mikey.
Right.
Um, like it's annoying that they broke the pattern. Like they're not beholden to anything. Like they are jumping around. That is fine. That's what they want to do. But it's like I wish they hadn't done, you know,
Yeah.
3/4 of the wave, you know, of the group, and
Right.
then before jumping to another group,
Yeah. No.
like
No. I
because
agree.
the punker turtles, like I only ever had Leo in that wave,
I had
and
Raph and
I
Mikey in that wave.
So I have Mikey now. A
Uh-huh.
friend of mine gave me
Yeah.
his when he was moving.
Yeah.
This was, but I don't have my original Leo anymore. So now I need to replace
Uh-huh.
those. And I like, and right when I was thinking about replacing them, Punk or Dawn came out, and I was like, well, I need. So now I'm like in that weird place.
Yeah.
Um, so
I,
full disclosure, I still haven't pre-ordered the Wave 6 Sewer Surfer Mikey
uh-huh.
because now that I'm not going to get the full variant group, and at least for the foreseeable future, I'm kind of like, do I really want to invest further?
Right. No, I understand completely, because it is like, because they put you in that weird position now, and because like, also I will say, like, going into like Punk Rocker Donnie, it's like, it is like weird, like we're getting Punk Rocker Donnie, but we have no idea if we're gonna get the other three. And I mean, I think, like, personally, I would want all three, like, of the that series, just so we can have like that music turtle band again, and like, if we can get that
Well,
van.
nothing is more, yeah, exactly, with that especially. Nothing is more depressing in toy collecting than not being able to complete a team.
Right, right, exactly,
And
yeah.
it's like
That's why to this day I
that
don't have.
is
Yeah, like, to this day I
no, go
still
ahead.
don't have the image. Not image. I'm sorry. The what, Savage Dragon? Oh gosh. What the toy company that did
The Jim Lee
the Jim Lee?
the
Yes,
Jim Lee turtles,
yeah,
right?
the Jim Lee turtles. Yes, because like there was one missing.
Yeah, yeah, because they never made Leo, so it's like, because
Right.
I was the same thing. I'm like, I was gonna start buying them
Yeah.
because they were popping up at the toy show I go to,
Yeah.
and they had three, and I was like, oh, I'll just wait until I see Leo. And doing my research, like, they never made
They
Leo, so
never
then
made
I'm
Leo.
like, oh, well, then I don't want them.
Right. Right. Exactly.
Like,
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
ca- like, I know some people can just buy one turtle. Like my best friend usually just buys Donatello's because
Uh
that's
huh.
his favorite.
Uh
And
huh.
there are people who just collect rafts and
Right.
all that. I'm not one of them.
I'm
Like,
not.
I could never buy one turtle.
No, no, no. I'm the
Like,
same way.
they are.
I can't buy just one turtle either. Like, I mean, I've always like told Anna, like, if I buy something, maybe I'll buy just one to represent that one, but I can't have like two or three. Like, annoys me more than everything. So like, because like, I personally, I prefer a group, and but like, I might
Yeah.
just get one just to have that one represent for that thing, but that's it.
I can't remember if it was the Figuarts or the Reveltech turtles, but like, I think it was the Figuarts ones.
Um,
They didn't all come out at the same time,
that they didn't.
or at least they didn't get to my they didn't come out to my store at the same time. And so I was like passing on them.
Uh huh.
And then my friend who runs the store was like, he's like, no, he's like, just buy them because like they're gonna be hard to find eventually.
Right.
He's like, just buy them now, don't wait. So I bought, Leo and Donnie, and
Yeah.
then
Then
Raph,
Rafa.
and then like
Then
Mikey was the last, and then
yeah.
was the last one to show up. So I was like, okay, cool. Um, but see, like, now I'm in that pickle because I have Sewer Samurai Leo, but I haven't pre-ordered these other ones. So I'm like, do I even do it then?
Right.
Like, or do I just cancel? Do I cancel Sewer Samurai Leo and just be like, okay, I'm never gonna do it?
I mean, to be honest, like, I really like, because that is like a hard that's a hard, like, position to be in, because like, the fact is, like, you ultimately don't know, or it's like, because for all we know, like, maybe, nothing lasts forever and that kind of stuff. This could be Super Seven's like final wave or something like that. Like, we don't know. So, but I
Yeah,
understand.
it's not like
Yeah.
it's like,
No,
let's be
no,
real. It's not going to be
it
their final
yeah,
wave,
no, no, this is not gonna be
but
there. I'm just giving a scenario, like,
yeah, like, but it'll suck because like not knowing when they're going to complete that wave,
right,
is really sucks,
right,
and kind of, yeah,
yeah,
that's. But I mean, going back and talking about like
Yeah,
the figure,
yeah,
I
yeah.
love what they've done with this figure.
The
Like,
figure
I
looks
love like
incredible. Yeah.
I love the vacuum sealed pizza. Like, I just think that's fun.
Yes, yes, yes.
Space Blaster, I lost immediately. So like, having seeing it again is really nostalgic to me. Same thing with like, I don't think anybody really ever kept the space dome,
No,
for
no.
this figure. Like, I think that's one of the things that like everybody lost. So
Everyone lost
my
the
rap
space.
only ever had the yeah my rap only ever had the sword still.
Gotcha.
Um, I I like that they made like the little visor like removable, the little visor
Yeah.
and the microphone.
Yes, yes,
I
yes.
think that's neat.
I do like that. So like we actually get to see Raph's face instead of like it always like be behind the visor and that kind of stuff. I like the
Yeah,
alternate head. The alternate head like really looks like one of those Star Wars things, the stormtroopers, I should say.
yeah,
Uh,
yeah. No, I mean it's and they even kind of hinted at that. They're like, oh, like it's Raph in mostly white, kind of suit. Like,
right,
let's the stormtrooper helmet for
right.
fun.
Yes, yes.
And then I like that they turned the alien that was originally like on the back of the figure, like,
Right.
sculpted onto it. Like, I like that they turned him into a sidekick, a little
Yes,
buddy.
yes.
Like, I like that.
I really like that too. Something like I've always loved about Playmates, and why I'm like so turned on about Super Seven, because Playmates, their toys had all these like sculpted details like on their figures, and the fact that we have like Super Seven going in and like painting all those things, and like so this alien that was just a part of like Raph's like sculpt is now like a little sidekick, and I love that. Um, and like the blaster, I have like so many fond memories about this, and then it also comes with that tube, because I remember I would connect, you would connect the tube to the blaster to like Raphael's back and everything, and because that's the only reason why my brother didn't lose that blaster, was because it was always like hanging off that tube. And I like that he comes with these like energy size kind of thing, because I don't believe the other figure had size like the original figure.
No, they said that that was added for this. So
Yeah. And I actually really like that they added this, because like I mean I always felt like every variant of the turtles, we always have to have like some variation of their weapon, and then like you got to like some of these figures where they just like completely just abandon like their weapons. And so like the fact is that we like they did like bring back Raph size. I really like that a lot.
yeah, like it it looks cool. And that's the thing. Like, this is one of my favorite figures for like such a long time, and I'm like, like, I loved the first variant wave
Yeah.
so much, and like between just all four of them,
Yeah.
and so not getting Undercover Dawn like just really feels weird.
Right.
Like, if I got these other ones, so
I understand.
I want to say Wrath is probably my favorite of this wave.
Uh, I will agree. I think out of the wave, I think Raph is the best one. Like I mean, I think like Shredder is definitely like the least the least favorite, only just because it's nothing new. But like Raph and Rocksteady are like really strong in my opinion. But I'm actually really excited about this last one we're gonna talk about. That's Genghis Frog.
Well,
Uh,
sorry. One more
oh,
thing.
oh, one more thing. Okay, go ahead.
The little flip up communicator on
Oh,
Raph's wrist
oh yeah.
has a picture of Fugitoid on it.
Oh, it does. I didn't know that. That's awesome. Oh,
Yeah, like,
that's really
I
cool.
I
Is it
caught that. It's like a little printed. It's like a little printed
like
drawing
uh-huh.
of him. It's not, but it's of the Playmates version
Yeah,
of
I was about to ask
Fugitoid.
that. Like it's the toy, not like the cartoon or the comics, right? Like
Yeah,
that gold coloring. That's awesome. I love that. That's an amazing detail I didn't even know about. So that's really cool. So yeah.
yeah. Like, it's such a neat and fun little detail. So
Yeah. All right. So let's go. So you ready to talk about Genghis?
yeah, let's talk about that last one. Cause so Genghis Frog, I had this one too.
I never owned this
I
one.
think it's neat.
I never owned this one. I owned Napoleon. And in fact, I didn't know about Genghis until like after like they stopped making the wave, just because I was annoyed that for what in my mind I was like, oh, they only made Napoleon, they didn't make any other frogs, and especially Napoleon does not look like the cartoon. And then like someone had to tell me, he's like, oh no, they made Genghis and he looked so much like the cartoon. And I looked it up, I was like, oh my gosh, they did make another frog.
See, I never had Napoleon,
Uh
so so for the longest time, like this was the only frog that I had. Um, I really like this figure. Like this one is up there too. Like
yeah.
between this and Space Cadet Raph, like I really kind of want Genghis too. Um, like it's the way they just did the texture on his body is so
I
cool.
love all the
Everybody's
warts.
making fun of it. Yeah, like everybody's making fun of the face. Like that's how the original toy looked. Like
The,
it was gross looking.
yes, yes, yes. No, no. And to be honest, like something I like about Super 7 is that Super 7 like takes like the details that Playmates did and then just like accentuate it. Like, just like steer right into it, in which like to be honest, in my opinion, I think it makes it look better just because like, I mean, if you want figures that look like the Punk Frogs, like go to Target. They're on clearance by they're I don't they're not on clearance, but they're definitely flooding the stores. So
Yeah.
we you have options now to buy the frogs. And now I'm gonna uh personally, because I know we just talked about this whole like you want to get the whole wave and that kind of stuff. Uh, if they did make a Rasputin and Attila, would you actually get them, or to like get so you can get all four frogs, or would you only get the ones that Playmates made?
No, I mean I would absolutely get all four of them. And so that kind of goes back to what I hinted at earlier. Um, so Mike from Super Seven was
Yeah.
uh, like that. It's always a possibility that
Right.
they could do that. Um, so they would have to design, their own figure. Like, they can pull stuff from the original toy line, and possibly do unproduced stuff like the Shredder in this wave. And so, like, if there's a sketch at Varner Studios of those other two frogs that they never made, like they could possibly put that into production or do their own version. Like
Right.
he was talking about how, like, like maybe their version would be like a poison dart frog, or
Uh
like would look like the Rainforest Cafe frog.
huh.
Like it's such a cool like thing that could happen,
Right.
because that was the thing too, is like the frogs in the show were just palette swaps of each other,
Right. Right.
just like the turtles are. But like
Yes.
the figures, like Napoleon and Genghis are two different species of frog.
Right.
Like
Yeah.
they look nothing alike.
Right, right. Well, like Napoleon's a bullfrog. Like I mean, but like
I
just
thought he was
Napoleon
a
does.
horny toad.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, I'm sorry. That one. I'm sorry. Uh, that's how much Jason knows about his frogs. But yeah, always like my complaint about Napoleon was the fact that he looked nothing like the show. But I did like that Genghis actually looked like the show. I mean, now me personally, if they make Napoleon, I would probably get Napoleon just only because like mine is not complete. But I would not. I probably wouldn't get the other two, just because Playmates didn't really make the other two. And it is funny because to this day, Playmates has never made a Rasputin frog ever.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah,
Like they haven't. So it's like,
they like yeah they like because when the 2012 they did Napoleon and they did Attila, but they never made Rasputin. Like I don't know, I guess they just don't want trouble from Russia or something like that. Uh, but uh, Genghis looks really cool. I mean I love the fact that he comes with that gun with the tongue from the original toy. I can't remember what else the original toy. And I like that his necklace is actually removable. I do like that as well.
yeah. I mean, the tongue gun is iconic.
Right.
Like I love that for him.
Right. The he also comes with like a paddle board. I don't know if that paddle board was in the original figure or not.
I want to say yes, but you know who will know for sure? Send to
Google.
ee.toys.com. No,
Yes.
TMNTtoys.com.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. 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 Oh, TMNT Toys. Yeah, they would
The
definitely.
virtual, yeah, the virtual Ninja Turtle Museum.
Yes. 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 They would definitely know. He also comes with a belt that has full of grenades because every Ninja Turtle toys, I swear, had a belt full of grenades. And then he also comes with sunglasses that, like, if you give to child Jason, he would like lose. I mean, Fortune from Metal Gear Solid 2, she came with
It
removable
took me a
sunglasses.
while to lose those glasses.
It took you a while. Oh man, uh Fortune from Metal Gear Solid 2 from McFarlane Toys came with glasses, and that was like gone. And I want to say Doc Ock's sunglasses was also gone. Like from Toy Biz. I mean,
All right, looking at the original figure, it did come with the boogie board.
okay, so it came with the booking board. Okay, I I had a feeling it was like because I never owned the original one, and I so I didn't have like much memory of it. But I had a feeling it came with it. But yeah, overall I think all
I always
these.
thought the tongue gun. I remember like you could like swivel the tongue, like with the peg on the back, like you could
Oh,
turn it around and stuff. Like,
I did not know that.
and that was fun.
I bet. Oh gosh, no, because I never owned the figure. I didn't know you could. That's actually pretty cool. And then he also before we close out on Genghis, I forgot. He does have a alternate head where he has his tongue sticking out and is all like just even like more crazy eyed. But that's everything from this wave. This wave is only 4 figures, unlike the past 2 waves there were 5. Um, so they did like cut down a figure. I'll be honest. I'm happy we didn't have a $75 figure that was some random character that was appeared on one Ninja Turtle short comic in a magazine. Like, wait, like,
Hmm.
yeah. Uh,
Whoever do you
I
mean?
know. Whoever do I mean? Exactly. Yeah. And then like as soon as I said his incorrect name, everyone like, and then I immediately put that there. Hey, no, I'm sorry, I meant this name, but everyone only pointed out the one I make the mistakes because that's what people on the internet does. They want to correct you before they realize you corrected yourself.
There you go.
Yeah. I mean, now I'll be honest. Me personally, I'm probably gonna get all 4 of these figures from this wave, just only because I want to fill in those holes of the original Playmate figures that I'm missing, and Shredder mainly because I still have some like buyer regret of like not getting that blue Shredder that Super 7 released. So I feel like what, this is a good upgrade, and I'll feel kind of cool because I have a unreleased Shredder. But I will say for Shredder personally, I do wish it was Toon Shredder. I have like more connection to Toon Shredder, especially the Toon Shredder that Playmates is giving
That
us is not as like cool as like the original Toon Shredder.
makes sense.
Yeah,
Yeah, that makes sense.
yeah. That's all we have for the Super 7 stuff. I do want to talk about this weekend at Target. They're going to be starting the Target Fall Geek Out event, and it like it's like I swear these Walmart and Target like collector con things. They're like I guess like I don't know, like every quarter now. I feel like these things are like they're not as special as like they used to be. Like do, do you feel that way too?
It does seem like they're more often.
Yeah, because like not that long ago we talked about like whatever like the summer Target Con with what they did during uh the Comic Con thing. And that was
It's like it's cool.
yeah. No, it's cool, but we do have 2 weekends. The weekend of September 2nd and September 9th. They are going to be releasing NECA exclusive figures in there, and this is actually what we know two of those figures will be. Usagi, the cartoon Usagi, will be released during that time frame, and most importantly, is the cartoon Toka and Razar, which I really felt that Holothon like really dropped the ball on that set.
Yeah, like I'm honestly, I'll be glad that those finally are hitting, because I'm tired of people complaining about it.
Yes. Oh no, I'm tired of people complaining about it too. I remember I like I posted a complaint on my local like action figure collector collection like group and everything, and they assumed I was talking about the movie Toko and Razor, and they're like, "Oh no, that was never coming to Target." I was like, "No, I'm talking about the cartoon one." And then like I had like people like, they're like, "Well, I was able to get it," and I mean, and I showed a picture. No, I have it. I'm not complaining that I couldn't get it. I'm complaining that other people couldn't get it.
Yeah, like I want everybody to that wants these figures to be able to get them.
Yes.
And I've been a very vocal critic of NECA and this Target exclusivity deal. Same thing with Walmart, but
Yeah.
you know
No.
what?
Uh,
The money was there for them, and I get it.
yeah. Yeah. The money. I mean, to be honest, if it wasn't for Walmart and Target, like we wouldn't be getting these figures. I understand that. I just wish there was a better way to distribute them. And Walmart is worse than Target. I can tell you this right now. Just only because like Walmart has this thing where they won't let NECA sell anything online until like 6 months after Walmart gets their inventory, and so that's why like these movie ones have been like just a pain, um, like to get, but like the, Token Razar, I felt like I just didn't like the way it was handled, just because it was on the Holothon site, and but the Holothon site was only for international people, but people like
Yeah,
myself and others who are in the states we went ahead and say, hey, let's see what happens. The worst thing they'll do is like they'll cancel our order. They didn't cancel our order. So at the same time, I'm still living with this guilt. Like I was like, did I take away a sale from an international person who should have got it? I mean, it's that kind of thing. And then the fact that it never showed up in the stores when it was supposed to, especially like I forget what online site was like. They had that exclusive thing where like, oh yeah, it's showing up on the Target at Target stores, and then it never did. So I'm just glad that this one is finally getting a chance for people to get. I like my thing is like with action figures, I want everyone to get action figures. I don't want it just to be me that get action figures. I want everyone to get it, and so I'm so glad that Toka and Raza are there. And also, I'm happy that Usagi is also coming out too. Personally, I also want I want the neutrinos to come out, so I can like pick it up from Target and exchange the one that UPS like, and UPS and NECA, because I can't just blame UPS. I have to blame NECA and hit this too, because NECA packed it so poorly. My neutrino set, and then like UPS like gave it to me damaged, and then when I finally reached out to NECA just said, "Oh, contact UPS and have them and have them take care of it." And I contacted UPS, and UPS said, "Oh, the sender decided like you can't do this for like you can't file claims on this package."
so like yeah, like I don't know.
Oh,
That's why I don't like ordering directly through NECA.
right.
Like it's it's cool because like you're guaranteed your figure, but it's like trying to, and that's the thing, is like that's the other reason why I don't like buying a lot of NECA figures, because now like I've seen at least five today uh of the San Diego Comic Con like exclusive packs.
Yeah,
Uh, you know, a lot of the glasses on Barney Stockman were
Baxter.
broken.
Baxter. Barney's his brother.
But like a lot of the glasses were
Yeah. I
broken,
yeah,
and like
I haven't opened mine yet. I like literally got the package before we recorded, but I haven't like opened it up to look at it yet. I parts of me I'm like too nervous to, but I mean, after dealing with the NECA's customer support, because it took them 2 weeks for them to respond back to say, "Hey, go contact UPS," which I did not like that response at all. I was like, "Really? Like, that's your response?" Like,
Yeah,
not oh, I'm sorry, we didn't pack this right. We didn't put any like thing in there, and like like a whatever, like bubble wrap or anything like that. Because like before, NECA would would encase your figures in this like titanium bubble wrap thing. This one, they literally just shoved it in a box and then just let that box just rattle through. And like when other boxes on stack on top of other boxes and there's no cushion, it gets crushed. And that happens. So, yeah,
yeah, um,
right. All right. So that's really all we have to talk about Target. Join us like next week and the following week. We'll let you know what NECA figures are available during that time, and hopefully when we talk about it, it won't be sold out. The next thing I do want to talk about is because what do a lot of people like? A lot of people like vinyl figures. No one can get enough about vinyl figures, and I will say these are adorable. This is a company I never heard of this company before. It's called Youtooz. They pretty much look like the Funko Pop figures, except instead of like the dead eyes that are like staring straight in your soul, instead they have like these half circle like closed eyes, and they have like the Ninja Turtles. They have all four turtles. They have Splinter. They have Shredder. Do you want to say what the big negative is about these?
uh, that they're vinyl figures because I don't really care for vinyl
Okay.
figures.
Okay. So the big negative, because I asked about people like how interested they are, and a lot of people are like, "Oh, I like these," but unfortunately, they're $30 each. That is the unfortunate part about these. I think $30 is too expensive for vinyl figures. I mean, I'm with Mike. I don't collect vinyl figures that much. These are, but I will say, if someone like told me I had to choose between these or Funko, I would probably choose these because I think these are more playful and like more happy looking than Funko. And I mean, and I know Funko has like recently upped their game and they don't have like that stupid standing pose anymore, but they all still have like that circle eyes, and I know that's like their brand and everything. But yeah, to be honest, I'm not liking the price. I think $30 is too expensive for these. If this was like 10 to 15, I would probably pick them up.
Yeah, like they're and that's the thing is like with a lot of these uh vinyl figures, like they're so expensive because like they're selling them as like collector things. And like
Right.
granted designer figures like absolutely like cost more. I think Funko Pops like originally were kind of designer quote unquote. Um but I think they've kind of saturated the market so much that everybody just expects these type of toys to only be about $10 now.
Right. No,
Um,
I definitely agree with you because like Funko has like kind of ruined it for other people like be like because they have a much bigger production line and they were able to always keep that cost down. And like
yeah,
you have this company who obviously like, I mean, to be honest, it looks like a better product to me. But like they're obviously not producing
well,
as
these have more personality.
yeah.
These have more personality, and they're more unique than like a pop is.
Right.
Like I think of like the QMX turtles. You know
Yes.
the four little QMX statues. Like I love those. I don't have them because I don't really collect vinyl figures.
Right,
So
right, right, right. No, no, I agree. I actually really like the QMX. I love the QMX figures, and I actually because they were $20 each, and I thought that was a good price for them. Uh, but but yeah, like I mean, to be honest, like I have to agree with everyone else on here is that the the actual figure, like, the price of the figures is a little high, and I agree. And I mean, to be honest, we have Funko to blame for that. Like, it would be cool if they were able to like cut the cost down to like at least 20. Like, I think 15 to 20 would be like the perfect price range for this for me. Or to be honest, 10 to 15 is the perfect price range. But uh, for a smaller company, I would accept 15 to 20.
Yeah.
So that's pretty much all we have for these. But if you do like this, and if you do like the price, wherever you're listening to this podcast, definitely check out the link. We have a pre-order link for you. So if you guys do want to order these, or if you at least want to order your favorite turtle or your favorite bad guy, because Shredder's on here too. Definitely use our pre-order link for that. And the last thing we're going to be talking about this week is actually the Armageddon game issue. The first, or no, this is the second. Is this the first issue, or because I know Opening Moves came out?
So opening moves part 1 came out.
Okay.
And we went through that and did our full explainer on what the Armageddon game is on Ninja Turtle Power Hour a couple weeks ago. So this is opening moves part 2,
Okay.
which is the next full setup issue, getting everybody ready for Armageddon game. As we found out in the last issue, that the Rat King is prepping what he's calling the Armageddon game, and he's basically gathering his players. So if you've been reading the comic, you know who those people are. We have Leather Krang, who is Leatherhead with Krang, in his stomach. Baxter Stockman and Null, who's the red woman right there. Shredder, who has become a good guy since coming back to life in issue 100, is now kind of leading the turtles and prepping them for this final fight, because Kitsune, his wife, is Rat King's sister, and she's kind of letting him know and helping him gather intel on the Rat King's players for the Armageddon game. And now, like, he's going to be teaching the turtles, how new techniques. Like, I don't know if anybody's seen the clickbaity article from I can't remember, I think it was Screen Rant, talking about how the turtles are trading in their weapons for new mystic powers, and it's like they're basically like,
Rise
one-off magic powers. Like,
Gotcha.
Magic powers that if they use too often, they'll kill them.
Gotcha. Yeah, so I will say I know a lot of people, a lot of my friends who are not really big into Ninja Turtles are actually looking forward to this event. I still have not read Opening Moves. I'm still behind on the comics, to be honest. I think I'm one issue behind right now, but I am excited to start reading this. I know this is like the real big Ninja Turtle event of this year. Basically, like, I mean, if you don't count Last Ronin, because Last Ronin was technically supposed to be last year, but it happened to end this year. But
well, this is like this is the first like new event, like first new original event for like the main comic. Like, Turtle comics have never really had events. Like, City at War was kind of the only one, and like for Mirage, and then like Volume 2 didn't really do anything, Volume 3 didn't do anything, Volume 4 didn't do anything. It wasn't until IDW, and IDW kind of rehashed City at War into its own thing, which was very different than the original one. So this is kind of the first new original event for Turtles. Like, this is huge, I mean, there was the Forever War, but that from the Archie Turtles, but that never
Right.
got finished.
Yeah, no,
So
that one I got finished, but the future, whatever the future arc thing, that was a big one from the Archie one too. I remember that because I had that collection.
but that wasn't like an event though.
I
Like
mean, but I had
this
the
is like an
Mutanimals.
event.
It crossed over with the
You
Mutanimals.
know, okay, all right, I guess yeah, I guess I get that's kind of an event too. This is like the first new event
Yes, yes.
since
No,
then.
no. This is like the first new event. Like, to be honest, like this is like this first like new like big event for the main main line of the IDW run. And no, like I said, I'm looking forward to it. I'm definitely going to be reading it. Like, I just haven't got to it yet. Uh, but uh, but like this issue comes out tomorrow, right?
Yeah, so tomorrow, every Wednesday, comic books come out. So this is going to be hitting your local comic book stores and the Comixology app tomorrow.
Awesome, awesome. I'll be honest. I'll probably pick it up on Comixology. I mean, I love my comic book shop, but I like the convenience of digital comics.
I mean, same. Like I love reading things digitally, and kind of it sucks. Yeah, it's tough.
Yeah.
Like digital is so much more convenient.
Yes, it
Like I
is.
don't have to go to my comic book store that's 10 miles away.
Right, right. Exactly. Also, if I'm on an airplane, I don't have to carry like a stack of comics when all of it's on a tablet. That's like where I,
That too.
yeah, yeah.
So
Yeah, so definitely, I'm definitely looking forward to this one. Like,
yeah,
it
if
looks fun.
anybody, and like you said, like a lot of people haven't been really keeping up with the comics, so that's why on Digital Power Hour we're doing every month we're going to be doing a recap of what's been going on
Right.
in the IDW comic to kind of get everybody up to speed just for the event. Like not we're not doing a full IDW
Uh huh.
review like we're doing for the other shows and like we did for Mirage.
Yeah.
This is just for Armageddon game because we want everybody to kind of
Be caught
catch up
up.
to like it's a good jumping on point.
Yeah. No, 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 no. Yeah, definitely. If you're definitely interested in Armageddon game and you don't know like what to read to prepare for it, definitely check out Ninja Turtle Power Hour. They got you covered over there. I know, I because I read all the Pantheon stuff from both Ninja Turtles universe and also the ongoing comic that so I'm pretty sure, and also the annuals. I read all the annuals as well, so I'm pretty sure I know everything. But I know like when I before I read the first issue, I'm actually going to check out your podcast because I need a refresher because some of that stuff came out like years ago.
Yeah, and they just republished the kind of stuff that you need. So there was Armageddon game, the pre-game,
Right.
which recollects a lot of the older stories, which is like Ninja Turtles issue
Uh
64,
huh.
um, the 2020 annual, and the 2021 annual, because all of that ties into Armageddon game.
Right. Right.
So, like I
And
said, check out our episode. That gives you everything you need to know in the lead up to this.
yeah,
So,
yeah, and I can't remember which issue is it, but there's the issue where Leatherhead eats Krang. You have to read that issue just because that part was
yeah,
awesome.
like that's in like the mid '80s, I think.
I think so. It's like
Issue
it was like
it's the trial of Krang.
yeah,
So,
exactly the trial
yeah,
of Krang. Yeah, exactly, exactly. Yeah, I still haven't read like the Dimension X 5 part issue thing, but I read the ongoing and I remember I read that part and I was like, oh wow. Yeah, so that's pretty much everything that we have for this week. Mike, I'm glad you're back at, well, I don't know if you're at 100%, but back at enough to have enough energy to last at least an hour with us.
I'm crashing now. So it's
I,
good that we're
Yeah,
wrapping it up.
exactly. Good thing we're wrapping it up. Thank you for everyone who's listening and everyone who was like listening to us and had to deal with all of our technical difficulties. I really appreciate you hanging on there. That's all that we have for this week. Be sure to check out the full audio podcast this Thursday. We will be looking at the episode the big zip attack, and also if you're at Dragon Con, come see me at Dragon Con on Sunday, September 4th at 2:30 p.m. All right, guys. Till next time. See ya.
See ya.